gone. It's not okay. We want to know. Lost in your eyes, Paris night skies, both hypnotized. Find a way, to find your way. Spend the night with you in Paris, Lord. So unfair, you left me there. Took the 9:35 from Paris, Lord. In a heartbeat, you were gone. Like ships in the night, love at first sight, holding you tight. Find a way, find a way. Spend the night with you in Paris, so unfair. You left me there. Choose the 9:35 from Paris, left with just her aroma from my standstill adventure. Now I'm stuck in a world of regret. And it's 9:35. I'm not happy, but I feel alive. So much I wanted to say, but now it's too late. Find a way, find a way. Spend the night with you in Paris, Lord. So unfair, you left me there. Took the 9:35 from Paris, Lord.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another live stream Tuesday. I had to think there as to what the day was, but it's definitely Tuesday today. I hope you guys have had a good Monday yesterday, that your weekend was good as well. And I'm going to instantly skip an advert, so get that out the way. Hello and welcome to you guys in the live chat room who I can see already. We have in there Amanda, Bob, Tammy, Christian, Anna, Billy, Rowe, Pink Thistle, Wolfgang, Karen, Cindy, Alison, Morris, Debbie's in there as well, Melody Rocks, and now we've gone through the top of the screen. So hello to you all in the live chat room. Now, I did mention in the last live stream that on Saturday it's my birthday, so I'm going to be doing the live stream the night before. So it's going to be Friday night. So we will be seeing in my birthday for that particular live stream. And I can see that there have been a few happy birthdays. So thank you for those. Still got a few days to go. And I know some people have said happy birthday week. I don't think that's something that we do here in the UK. We kind of just say happy birthday when it's somebody's day. We don't necessarily do a happy birthday for the full week. But, you know, why not try to I don't know, make it last a little bit longer. So, yes, that'll be happening on Friday night, so not live streaming on Saturday night, just so you guys know. And it's going to be the same time, 11 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time on Friday night, if you guys want to tune in there, because that's where I will be. So, let me get the names of my patrons up on screen, because they make this all possible in the first place. So a huge thank you to you guys. You know who you are. And their names go across the bottom of the live screen throughout the live stream tonight, but on all of the live streams, as you guys will already know if you watch regularly. Right, now, tonight we have a mission, because last week we were aiming for, I believe, this same amount, 515 likes. But we didn't quite make it. I think we got quite close. We were maybe within 10 or 15 by the end of the live stream. So tonight we're going to be aiming for the same number. But if we do hit the number, it's going to be Field Jam number 224, which I did update. So that's fine. So if you could hit the thumbs up as you come through the door, that would be very much appreciated. So yeah, we'll see if we can reach that target or not, and we'll get the likeometer up on screen to see where we are at the moment. Oh, we got a little bit of a spike there. I don't know whether you saw that, but now we're up to 224. So we're closing in on halfway already. We just got to try and keep the momentum going throughout the live stream until the end of the live stream. Obviously, it means that more people have got to join the live stream, hit the thumbs up, because you can't just hit lots of thumbs up and then have that amount count. It's only one per person. So, yeah, we will see. If you could hit the thumbs up, that would be great. So, on tonight's live stream, we're probably going to Troll Corner, because apparently there was a little bit of troll activity that happened on the last live stream. So we'll get into that. What else do we have? Just updates, really, because I've got a couple of things happening with the authentic vocal. Oh, actually, no, a few things. 3 things. So I've been editing together the interview that I had, or over on Chris Lipe's channel. I said the interview I had, but I was being interviewed by Chris. So I've got all of the footage from that, and I've edited together the interview from all of that, and we were talking for about an hour. And yeah, Chris released his own version of that particular interview at the launch of Authentic Vocal, but yeah, unfortunately, Authentic Vocal wasn't really mentioned too much or in the title or anything like that. So I don't think a lot of people saw it, but the video that I'm going to be releasing on Authentic Vocal, and this is it, make sure that you are subscribed to Authentic Vocal, which is at official Authentic Vocal on YouTube. Make sure you are subscribed over there, because I'll release that video and the interview that has been edited together by me. So it's going to be different to Chris's video, because we spoke about lots of different stuff. So yeah, I've put all of the Authentic Vocal stuff into the video that will be released on Authentic Vocal, because it's all going to make sense. So yeah, we've got that. We've got the George Michael Singers. So I'm just still waiting to get the audio from one of their shows so that they can be added. And then we've got potentially another 1 or 2 lined up that are going to be joining in with Authentic Vocal in the future. Oh, and I just kind of remember everything as I go. Yesterday, I got a message from Jeff Scott Soto, and Jeff he's been verified on Authentic Vocal, and he sent me a message last night, and we were just chatting over on Instagram, and yeah, he said, oh, so when are we going to do a video together? And I thought, oh yeah, that'd be quite cool. So with Jeff, hopefully we're going to be able to do that next week. Where are we? Yeah, next week, I think we said, because he's in LA. Actually, he's all over the place, and he's actually going to be in London in July. So we'll do our best to try and meet up in real life. But yeah, Jeff is kind of here, there, and everywhere, and he's playing in Brazil, and he's doing photo shoots here and there, and I think he's going to be in LA next week. So we've organised our time zones, and then we'll try and nail down a day next week to have a chat with Jeff on the channel, because I spoke to Jeff, I don't know, maybe in the middle of last year, something like that. So yeah, been in contact quite a lot, and I think we have the same kind of views on things. And with Jeff being such a great singer, it's going to be great to get his input on everything. But also being a person that has been authenticated on Authentic Vocal, I think it's good to feature some of those artists that I have authenticated and that have been involved with it. So, and that's the other thing, that with Authentic Vocal, everyone that you see there has been involved, with the process and with me, and want to be featured on Authentic Vocal. So yeah, it's not something that I'm just adding random acts here and there. I am doing everything with the artists that might be featured. So yeah, we've already got some cool artists on there, and more cool artists to be added. Obviously, I do as much as I can, but I do this as well. So it's very much the side project. I'm trying to do as much as I can on it, but I think if it's just ticking over, then it's going to be fine. Obviously, I'll add bits and pieces as we go, and add more and more artists as we go, and then there will be hopefully eventually a database of authentic vocalists that people can check out. And already there's, I don't know how many, but already there's a few on there. So yeah, it's good. Things are rolling along nicely, and yeah, we'll see what happens with it in the future. And I've got ideas for things, but I have to remember that I can't do everything. And this is something that when I was asked about this on a live stream, somebody said, what's the best advice that you've ever been given? And I said that the best advice was to not think about doing something, but to just do it. So that's very much my approach. So when I have an idea to do something, I do it. The only problem is with that, if you've got lots of ideas all at the same time and they're big projects, it's physically impossible to do all of those things at the same time. But yeah, looking at the interview with Chris Lipe, we were talking about something where I said it would be great to have videos on Authentic Vocal, and maybe put lots of videos together that are just fully live, one take performances, because that's something that Chris has done on his channel in the past. And I thought, yeah, that'd be quite good just to have a video of lots of singers and independent artists and potentially bands all in a video where they're being featured. Obviously, it's going to be authentic vocals, so it'll all be analyzed by myself. Obviously, that's going to be a bit of work, but I think it would be quite cool maybe to have some kind of project. Again, I say project, I know that I haven't got the time to do it, but I think it would be cool as a project to throw it out there into the world and say, if you want to get featured on Authentic Vocal, just send in your video. And I was thinking maybe people would have to put on their contact details on, because that would save me having to do it. If they can put it on their video, then all I need to do is just put one video after the next video, and then we can just have a little bit of, I don't know, a feature of lots of different artists that people can get into. But I mean, that's if they don't want to be authenticated by themselves, because that's what I'm doing at the moment. That it's just either bands or artists that have their own feature on YouTube or Instagram. So anyway, yeah, just ideas for the future. But the most imminent thing is going to be adding to the roster over on Authentic Vocal, but also this interview with Jeff next week, and I'll message him to nail that down. As always, you guys over on Patreon, I'll let you guys know as and when that interview will happen, and then when it'll be released on the channel as well, most likely on Authentic Vocal. I might release it on both channels, but it's certainly going to be a more Authentic Vocal thing. So make sure you are subscribed over there. And on Instagram, it's authentic.vocal if you guys want to get involved on Instagram, if you use that. Right now, I have to get up on screen the donations tab, because as I always say, you don't have to donate. Just watching is great. So yeah, and that goes for analysis videos and everything. You don't have to pay for anything, but some people can't resist. So I think it's important that they know between 45 and 60% goes to YouTube through the Super Chat window, and between 3 and 5% goes to PayPal through the PayPal link, which you can find in the description below. But yeah, just watching is great. Introduce yourself into the live chat room so that we all get to know each other, and yeah, we get used to each other's usernames and the little pictures that we have there as well. So, right. Let's move on. First of all, mentioning the cover video vote for tonight. And it's between Don't Slow Down and Just Got Lucky. So it's a Doc and Mr. showdown. And it looks like it's Don't Slow Down that is in the lead. So 56% of the vote. That one's missed out over the last few weeks. So we will see if we do get there. Let me just skip that advert. And Cindy says, is that a new t-shirt? And it's not technically new, but I think it's the first time that I've worn it on a video. So I did say years ago, the only shirt that I don't have is Ghostbusters. So I had the Goonies, I got, Back to the Future t-shirts, got Batman, there's some Star Wars ones in there. And now I've got a Ghostbusters t-shirt. So there you go. And also my other shirts are getting really old. So I got Ghostbusters. I got another. It's just the usual kind of stuff. I got another Goonies one. I got another Back to the Future. And I don't think I've worn those on any videos. So yeah, you might see those in the future. The new shirts, you'd have to keep an eye out for them. But yeah, I'll try and kind of fold this so that you can see the ghost's head poking out of the top. So, yeah, new shirt for tonight, or at least new for live streams or videos. What tended to happen was the videos are just on videos. The t-shirts are on a roster. For the videos, if I do a video, I then obviously change the shirt to whatever's next in the pile. So it always tended to be the same kind of 7 shirts, because I tend to work like that I do 7 bits of washing with the shirts, and then it means that every week you just get the same shirts on rotation. So yeah, I've messed up the order now with the Ghostbusters shirt. So anyway, getting into the donations, I can see that Paul has donated $5. Thank you for that, Paul. And the message is, wishing you a happy birthday and blessings. 481,000 subscribers, most excellent. Please spike the likes, all y'all rock. So thank you for that, Paul. And we are, as Paul correctly states, at 481,000 subscribers. And yeah, last time 480 was amazing. And yeah, a lot of people. So thank you guys for subscribing and hitting that notification bell, which you will need to do to get notified for all of the live streams and all of the videos. But yeah, a great number. We'll keep on pushing forward and see where we end up with everything. So yeah, already, I mean, it was great just to get to 100,000. So yeah, doing that kind of 4 times over is amazing. And yeah, I don't know, it's almost getting close to 500,000. So we will see. But 19,000 is a lot of people. So yeah, we'll hopefully just keep on going in the right direction. But even if it stops now, the audience is good, and I know that the videos get out there quite a lot. And yeah, sometimes I'll do a video and get a message from the artist or band that I'm doing the video on, and they'll contact me. So that's yeah, great as well. So, and I might be doing another video in the future about the video I did on Britain's Got Talent. I always get mixed up as to Britain's Got Talent, the X Factor, The Voice, and the different talent shows. But this one was auto-tuning the voice of the auditionee, and it was a performance, or at least Who Wants to Live Forever was the song, and it's a performance in the vein of Freddie Mercury. And yeah, it has some really heavy auto-tune on there. But I'm going to be probably doing a follow-up video to that in the future, because And I always do this. I say, right, I'm going to do a follow-up video, and then I talk about everything that I should be talking about in the video, in the live stream. So I won't talk about it tonight. But I got a message over on Instagram from Mickey or Michael, who was the guy doing the audition. So he was the singer. And this is what I mean about the videos getting out there quite a lot, is I sometimes get messages from the people that I feature, which is great. And I was chatting to Michael earlier about it, and yeah, I've now got his insight, and you know, he's very kind, and he said he really liked the channel, and he liked how I'm just objective in all of the videos. And yeah, I got to chat with him, so now I know firsthand exactly what happened. And yeah, I'll probably do a follow-up video in the future in order to point that all out, because yeah, it doesn't change my analysis. It definitely was auto-tuned, and yeah, Michael agrees with that yeah, it's definitely auto-tuned, but it is shown on screen anyway. So yeah, follow-up video with that. Another video that I'm going to do, which is another follow-up, is that I mentioned this last time about the Oscars performance, that Doja Cat performance, because people in the comments section who don't necessarily, they haven't really appreciated what I'm saying or what I mean in my video, and they've got, I probably just didn't explain it as clearly, that they've got the wrong end of the stick, and they're saying, oh no, it's impossible for the pitch to change from, you know, the backing track to then coming out of, you know, monitors and from the person hearing it in their in-ear monitoring system. And in my video, I never say that the pitch has changed during the live performance. I'm saying it's Doja Cat's perception of pitch that is different. She's hearing it 24 cents flat. I'm not saying that it is 24 cents flat. So yeah, and again, it's me explaining what I'm seeing, and I'll do this in the follow-up video as to why I've come to that conclusion that I have in that particular video. And it's not as if we're comparing audio files and we're saying, right, this audio file is the same as that audio file. So it's not one of those objective data factual things, because it wasn't a case of that. What I'm saying is what I think is the reason why we've got perfect intervals vocally, but they are consistently flat. So, and I will explain that in a follow-up video, because yeah, I think some people who have commented don't necessarily understand about the way sound reacts differently to when you're listening to it through headphones or in-ear monitoring systems, and then in acoustic spaces and through amplifiers and speakers. So yeah, I'll get into the more science side of it to explain it. But yeah, so I know that a few people have said in the comment section, oh, you're wrong, that's not what happened. And it's like, well, first of all, I can't be wrong, because I'm saying what I think, and it's my opinion of why we're seeing what we're seeing. So, but having an opinion, it's not like I said about matching audio files. If it's the same audio file, then that's a fact. Whereas saying, I think why this has happened is because of this, again, that doesn't make it a fact, but it makes it my opinion, but backed up for, you know, with lots of reasons why I think that, which I'll point out in that future video. But yeah, for the people that are saying, oh yeah, what you're saying is wrong, technically that, you know, it's impossible to be wrong with an opinion, but I don't think they're necessarily understanding what I'm saying, but also what the phenomenon is that I'm trying to explain, that maybe I need to get into a little bit more detail in a follow-up video. So yeah, I'll do that. And yeah, the other video, which will be the Britain's Got Talent thing, because I think it's quite good to follow up, especially now having more information about, you know, from the actual person singing. So yeah, that was cool to chat with him earlier. So yeah, a lot of things happening, but yeah, we'll keep on pushing forward. Like I said, great to be at the amount of subscribers that we are, and with the subscriber count, obviously the audience grows and the videos get out there a little bit more, and it means that, yeah, I mean, it's great that we build these bridges that I can, you know, chat with Michael, who's an independent artist himself, and we can maybe spread the word about authentic vocal, and yeah, get more artists involved with that, which is, I think, something that Michael could get involved with in the future. And yeah, bring a few more artists to that to build this database of authentic vocalists that aren't going to be AI vocalists either. They are going to be genuine humans that are singing on authentic vocal. So yeah, and the way that you know that is because I'm involved with all of it. It's just me doing it. So you know that anything that I post on there has gone through the same process as my analysis videos, that I look at everything in that much detail to make sure that what we're looking at is, yeah, totally genuine. So anyway, let's jump into the PayPal window because we've had a few donations in there. I say a few donations. There's been quite a lot. And I think these are kind of birthday donations, so thank you guys for these. Like I said, my birthday's on Saturday, so it's not tonight, but thank you Lara, who's donated £25 and 62 pence, and the message is, happy birthday Phil, have a great day, Lara. So thank you for that. And Beatrice has donated £14 and 64 pence and says, wishing you a very happy birthday. Thank you for all the joy you bring to others. So thank you for that, Beatrice. And, this is kind of CD orders. So let me get through that. And Debbie has donated £100. Thank you for that, Debbie. And the message is, hi Phil, I know it is a few days early, but wanted to wish you a happy birthday and wanted to thank you for sharing your vast knowledge of music. You are a gem to treasure and I so appreciate you. Enjoy your special day. And this donation is not a mistake. Love you, Debbie. So thank you for that. And yeah, if you do make a mistake, but thank you for that clarification. If you do make a mistake on PayPal, just let me know. We can reverse it. And be really careful in the super chat window. If you're making a donation, you don't have to donate, but just in case you do, be really careful, because as soon as you send or press enter, however it works, YouTube can potentially take 60% of that. So yeah, just be really careful. You don't just accidentally do, instead of $10, do $100 or $1,000, because that money's going to disappear. Sadly, but on PayPal I can reverse it straight away. It's very simple. But thank you for that, Debbie. And Tammy has donated £200. So thank you for that, Tammy. Same thing applies as I just said. This says, happy birthday, Phil. I wish you lots of love, happiness and great success in the coming year. You deserve all things good. Keep on rocking. So thank you for that, Tammy. And Steve has donated £5. Thank you for that, Steve. And the message is, what are a few of your fondest memories from live streams over the years? So thank you for that, Steve. And I don't know. I think the live streams are all relatively straightforward with things that happened. I mean, nothing ridiculous has happened over the last few years. I think it's always just, we just see who's in the house and we work our way through things, and we always have the cover videos. And I mean, it's my, I guess, I don't know whether it's a fondest memory, because it's a memory that spans a long time, to see the growth of the audience and more people tuning in, which is great, because on these live streams, when I first started out, I think it would be maybe 2 or 3 people that would have been tuning in. And I used to do the live stream on Facebook, and then I used to come over to YouTube and just do it, literally 5 minutes after the Facebook one. I used to hop over and just see if anybody was there, just say hello. But then the problem with Facebook was that they then changed it, how it all worked, so that when you did a live stream, you then had to pay to show it to people that followed your page. So unlike YouTube, which means that everyone that subscribed can potentially watch this for free, over on Facebook they started to put this kind of paywall on it. So they said, if you want to reach more of the people that like your page, then you have to pay $5, $10. So I thought, well, why would I do that when I can just do it on YouTube and everyone can get notified and join in? So yeah, that's why I moved away from Facebook. But just the audience growing, which is great. So thank you guys for tuning in to the live streams and watching the channel in general. it's very much appreciated, but we will keep on pushing forward. So thank you for that, Steve. Lisa W has donated £30 as well. Thank you for that, Lisa. And the message is, happy birthday. Congratulations on 481k. So thank you for that, Lisa. And Nicole has donated £40. Thank you for that, Nicole. And the message is, hello, Phil. The Wingers have an early celebration today for your next birthday. So me too. Waiting for this day. Good health and enjoy with your family. See you again Friday, isn't it? Many love and great rock time. Happy birthday, dear Phil. So thank you for that. And my birthday's on Saturday, but I will be live streaming on the Friday. So it means that, yeah, it will be crossing over into my birthday at the end of the live stream. So that's what's going to be happening then. Paul has donated £7.42. Thank you for that, Paul. The message is, Phil, wishing you a happy birthday and blessings. Congratulations on 481,000 subscribers. Most excellent. Please spike those likes. All y'all rock. So, great idea there from Paul again. From the PayPal donations window. If you could hit that thumbs up, that would be very much appreciated. We're aiming for 515 likes, a target that we couldn't hit last week. So this is why we're looking for as many people as possible to help spike those likes, to give it a thumbs up. And it looks like, where are we at? 359. So I think that's like, 360. So is that'll that'll be like 135? No, 145 more people? I don't know. Sometimes a number pops into my head and it's the right number, and sometimes it's not. So yeah, I don't think that was the right number. So I'm determined to try and figure it out. So we'll be 140. So 155 would have been 60. So 150 now. That's what I'm sticking with. Final answer, 150 more likes. But if you could hit the thumbs up, that would be great. So back into the donations, and Sue has donated £100 as well. So thank you for that, Sue. And yeah, the point that I made earlier still stands. But yeah, thank you for that donation. The message is, happy birthday week, Phil. And that's happy birthday week. Not happy birthday week, Phil. You know, saying that I'm weak. After all, who deserves a week of celebration more than you do? Enjoy. So thank you for that, Sue. And I mean, talking about week, I've now approached my rehabilitation with my arm in a slightly different way, because I mean, it's been almost 4 years now that I've had this problem with my tendon in the right arm. And I mean, it's definitely improved over the last 4 years, but I've just been looking into it more in depth and looking at some people who have gone through similar things and taken a very long time to get over it and what they did and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, trying a few different things, and I'm most likely going to be doing something that's a 16-week rehabilitation course. So that's something I'm looking at doing now, because yeah, the problem with tendons and ligaments, and I think this is a tendon thing, the ligament thing I think is better now, which is good. But yeah, the tendon thing, it's all about getting, and they call it the Goldilocks level of pain. So I think that's referring to the porridge that wasn't too hot and it wasn't too cold, but it was just right. So you've got to get to the just right amount of pain that forces or reinforces the tendon to repair itself and grow. Because if you have lots of time off, which is what I did when I first injured it, I thought, I'm going to have lots of, I'm just going to not do anything. And as soon as it would flare up again, I then had more time off. And in my defense, the physio did say that, yeah, if it starts to ache or you feel anything, put ice on it, and take ibuprofen and all these things that reduce inflammation. But then from the people that have been through quite serious injuries and come back from it, that they say, well, you don't want to put ice on it, especially like when it first happens, like 4 years ago, then you put ice on it, but over the course of then the recovery, which has been obviously years for me, if it does get aggravated, you need the inflammation, because then your body sends the nutrients and things and collagen and things that it needs in order to rebuild it. It needs that response. And I think there were studies where they saw that if you intercept that response and you put something in the way of it, such as reducing inflammation, then that whole process can actually never happen, or it gets interrupted, so it never starts to heal as it would do normally if you didn't have the anti-inflammatory things and ice. So anyway, long story short, it means that now I've got to find this level of 2 or 3 out of 10 in terms of pain, and then you have a day off, and then you go back and do slightly different exercises, and it's all kind of forearm and wrist rotation, and I think there are shoulder exercises in there. So you're building up all of that foundation of strength in and around the joint, because the joint is very small and very weak. You've got to build everything up around it. So that's what I will be doing. So I'm going to be looking for this Goldilocks amount of pain, because I know that in the future, as soon as I felt something, I'd then maybe have a week or 2 off until it felt normal again. Whereas I know that, and I've now seen a graph of how the pain should go. You should have pain, and then it comes down, and then you build up a little bit more with either the weight that you're lifting or the amount of time you're spending doing the exercise, and then that peak should be slightly above the other peak, but the pain should never increase. So this is the thing, that you've got the same amount of pain, but it's gradually getting higher and higher and higher, stronger and stronger and stronger, to the point where it then is fixing itself, and eventually then you don't get the pain, because it's past its, what do they call it? It's like past the point of overload, so that the tendon is strong enough now to not have that response. But as soon as you do something that is overloading it too much, that's where you'll get the pain, and you'll go down that into a downward spiral again. So there we go. That's what I'm going to be doing. And I only said that because I said happy birthday, Weak Phil. So there you go. But there's your arm update. Thank you for that, Sue. And Cindy has donated £75 as well. Thank you for that, Cindy. The message is happy birthday, Weak Phil. I'm glad you are taking Saturday to just relax and be with your family. What is on the menu for your birthday dinner? So thank you for that. So I think ideally a Chinese, because for some reason that's just a birthday thing that I tend to just have that for my birthday, and pretty much that's the only time that I have it during the year. But the problem is the local Chinese place is closed for whatever reason until like the 27th of April or something. So we're going to have to try and maybe find another Chinese place, and ideally a place that delivers. So it's a bit of a pain that for some reason they're not open. I suppose that they've gone away somewhere. But never mind, we will see. So failing the Chinese is probably just going to be a Domino's pizza. It's generally either Chinese, pizza, or McDonald's. So one of those 3 things it definitely will be. And because it's a birthday, that's my treat for quite a while. I don't tend to have a lot of fast food. So my last Domino's pizza I know was last. And where are we? Last year. So just a little bit of fast food, but maybe Chinese. Who knows? Fingers crossed we can find somewhere. But thank you for that, Cindy. And Leslie has donated £50. Thank you for that, Leslie. And the message is, happy birthday for Saturday. It's going to be an exciting year ahead. Thanks for taking us along for the ride and for all the Phil Jams. Cheers, Leslie Ann. So thank you for that. And this is another thing I was thinking, is that it's almost my birthday, and my birthday is in April, if you didn't know. So, of course, I know that. It's January, February, March, April, and I'm thinking, hang on, how are we in April already? Because then we've got June, July, and we're halfway through the year. So I don't know what happens. I guess throughout the last 2 or 3 years, I've always said that the years seem to be disappearing. And I think the problem is that when you're busy doing things, you're not really aware of time and the fact that time's moving all the time. So throughout the last few years, obviously I've just been, I guess, busier and busier and busier, and now I'm doing the authentic vocal thing, so I'm now double busy. So this is why it seems like it's just been Christmas. That's why I couldn't remember when I last had a Domino's, because I thought, hang on, was that last year? And yes, it was. So yeah, many months ago. I'm kind of losing track of where I am here. Obviously not in the world or time, but just the fact that it's April is unbelievable. I don't know whether you guys are finding the same thing, that just years and time is disappearing. So who knows? I always say to my parents that it'll be Christmas soon, and I think it will feel like that. That we'll be putting up the decorations again. There'll be another year that comes and goes. But at least with the subscriber count, we can see that the time has elapsed because the subscriber count has increased. So it's not like we're teleporting in time. But yeah, sometimes it does feel like that. Anyway, thank you for that, Leslie Ann. Right. Amy has donated £60 as well, so thank you for that, Amy, and that is a straight up donation. And Connie has donated £42, thank you for that, Connie, and the message is, hi Phil, your birthday is around the corner, so turn it up to 11 and celebrate. Peace, love and rock. Connie, so thank you for that, Connie. And Lucy has donated £29.68. So thank you for that, Lucy. And the message is, wishing you a very happy birthday and may you have many more. So thank you for that. And it's Rosemary who's donated £50. Thank you for that, Rosemary. And the message is, wishing you the happiest of birthdays, Phil. So thank you for that. And Dina's donated £14.98. Thank you for that, Dina. And the message is, Phil, please use this donation towards your birthday wishes. Question: if an Olympic figure skater wanted to exhibition skate to a song from your album, which song would you hope they would choose and why that particular song? So I don't think I'd have a preference really. I think if they're an Olympic figure skater, they should probably choose the song that they want that goes with whatever routine they're doing, whether it be an energetic one or a slightly more relaxed one. So, yeah, I don't know. I guess for a relaxed one, Paris Nord might work quite well. I don't know. So, yeah, I'd leave that to the figure skater. But thank you for that donation. And Melinda's donated £50. Thank you for that, Melinda. And the message is, happy birthday, Phil. So thank you for that. And Cindy has donated £10. Thank you for that, Cindy. The message is, if Sue can have a birthday in April and June, you can have a birthday week. So thank you for that. And yeah, that was the last live stream where I think I said it was Sue's birthday and we got a little bit confused. So yeah, or should I say, I said it was Sue's birthday, but yeah, it got a little bit lost in translation as to whose birthday was whose birthday. And yeah, I even forget now because it was so confusing as to what was going on and whose birthday was when and what I was saying, and I couldn't remember what I said. Obviously I can't remember it now because it was a few days ago. Was that Saturday? Again, losing track of time. But thank you for that, Cindy. And Karen has donated £6.65. Thank you for that. The message is, hi Phil, congratulations on hitting 481,000 subscribers. Glad to hear what you plan to add and your ideas for authentic vocal. For your pre-birthday, a quote from the author Roy T. Bennett. Great things happen to those who don't stop believing, trying, learning and being grateful. Enjoy your birthday week. We believe in you, and thanks for being you. Cheers, Karen. So thank you for that. And Angela's donated £18.73. So thank you for that, Angela. The message is, happy early birthday, Phil. Buy yourself a chocolate orange cookie cake if there is such a thing. Angela. So thank you for that. Yeah, I don't think that a chocolate orange cookie cake would be as good as it sounds, because yeah, for some reason, I don't know, just having a chocolate orange by itself is fine, but then when you try and put chocolate orange or make chocolate taste like orange and put it in other things, it doesn't work sometimes. So I just like the original cookie cake. Nothing fancy, just a big cookie cake, and something that it goes well with coffee or tea just because it's a cookie. And I think cookies have been around long enough that if there's anything wrong with them, if they needed to have orange chocolate in them, then that would have been applied to them. But the default cookie with chocolate chips in is absolutely fine by me. And yeah, that's what I'll stick with. It's always the risk when you change something and then you think, oh, actually, I preferred the original. And now you've got this massive cookie cake that is not what you want it to be. So yeah, I'll just stick with the normal one. But thank you for that, Angela. Right. We are at 51 minutes past 11 here in the UK. So we are probably going to be jumping into the cover video. I can see that Don't Slow Down's in the lead with 56% of the vote. But we do need to try and spike the likes if possible. We are at 422 likes at the moment. And we're aiming for 515, which means we're looking for 93, I believe. So, yes, if you could hit the thumbs up, that'd be very much appreciated. And I think what's tending to be the case at the moment is I missed a live stream. I don't know how many weeks ago it was now, but quite a few weeks ago. And since then, we're just trying to get things back up because the algorithm, just once you do that, it seemingly throws your channel in the bin. So then we try and get everything back. And I think things are gradually returning with viewing figures and things like that for the channel. But it's just getting out of the bin and back into the normal YouTube world where YouTube actually tells people about the live streams and the videos. So yes, and this is why I think missing that live stream, yeah, I think we would have probably hit 515. But anyway, we will see if we can do it tonight. We want to try and get the target for tonight. Cindy says, shouldn't you have reduced the likes goal after we missed it last week? So technically what happens is we get quite high with the likes goal, and then when we don't hit it, we then reduce it, and that's what happened. This was a reduction. So I don't think if I keep reducing it and reducing it and reducing it, I guess that's going to go against the algorithm, because then YouTube will see that, oh, it's getting less and less and less and less and less likes. So I think we still need to aim high, because for the algorithm, it's going to be a good thing if we get to 515. We've got to try and set it at a bar where it's still in and around the normal figures that would normally happen. So yeah, I think it's good to have a challenge. So if we don't hit it one week, then the next week we can try and do it if it's been a recent reset. So yeah, we only have a reset maybe once every 6 months, if that, something like that. So as you guys all know with the fill jams, because we don't have a fill jam when we don't reach the target. So you'll know that we have fill jams all the time on the live stream. So we're constantly hitting those goals. So yeah, and then we had a reset. But, fingers crossed we can do it. We have to believe that we can make the target for tonight. And, I mean, if we can have a spike of the likes, that would be great. If you haven't used your thumbs up yet, it'll be very much appreciated if you could do that. So, anyway, I mean, on Saturday we were fine with it. So, yeah, Saturday we reached the goal. It might just be a Tuesday thing. So you might have to start tuning in on Saturdays to see the Phil Jams. But, we've had more donations in the super chat window. And David has donated $5. Thank you for that. The message is, I want to wish you and your family a wonderful day. And thank you for reminding me that you are a birthday. Happy birthday. That you are a birthday. But thank you for that, David. And unknown person has donated $1. So thank you for that. And the same unknown person, or could be a different unknown person because it's unknown, has then donated $7. So thank you for that. And Dawn Stello has... no. It's either Dawn Stello or Donatello. It's too small on my screen to be able to make that judgment. But I'm going to go with Donatello. Has donated $4.99. So thank you for that. The message is, hi Phil. I was wondering if there was any update on the potential project with Taj Farrant. He's incredible and so are you. Would love to see / hear that. So thank you for that. And no, not at the moment. Again, kind of doing the authentic vocal thing. I've given myself a lot more stuff to do. But I think generally, if Taj has anything over here in the UK, then probably something will happen. If we can organise it. But yeah, I can't say anything at the moment or for the future, or whether... I think Taj was planning on maybe coming to the UK this year, and I haven't checked into any dates or anything yet. So, yeah, as soon as I know anything like that, something potentially could happen. But yeah, there's nothing at the moment. All I'm doing really at the moment is focusing on authentic vocal, and yeah, everything to do with that. Like I said, the Chris Lipe interview that'll be released maybe on Thursday. And then we'll have the Jeff Scott Soto interview. I'll be recording that next week. We've got the George Michael Singers that I'm just organising at the moment. And then, yeah, potentially a couple more projects after that. And that's all authentic vocals. So it's nothing to do with my analysis videos here on YouTube. But I'm still doing all of those as well. So I'm just going to skip that advert. But thank you for that, Donatello. And Karen's donated $5 as well in the Super Chat window. Thank you for that. Messages. Phil, have a hair update other than Chinese or pizza. Any other plans to amp up your birthday? Maybe a cookie cake. Chipper says hi. Cheers. So yeah, cookie cake is pretty much something that I always drop massive hints about in order to get one of those for my birthday. I went for many years without having one. I used to have one when I was younger, but pretty teenage years. And yeah, then maybe in my 20s, and then it stopped for a long time. Then I just remembered maybe 4 or 5 years ago that, oh yeah, what happened to having a cookie cake? Because I used to enjoy having that. So there you go. Cookie cake is hopefully on the agenda for my birthday. So as for a hair update, I'm getting to the point where the fringe is getting a bit long, and I might, because I looked into it on the internet about, you know, maybe going to a salon place and getting somebody who's, you know, maybe an expert in the different styles, maybe to get that done. But I mean, the other thing is that the hairdresser that I use at the moment, I have to wait until they are available to cut my hair. But I think what I need is to be able to say, right, I want to book in that time in the future because that fits in my schedule, so I can have my hair cut and, you know, it doesn't then eat away at the rest of my day and having to potentially, yeah, put myself under more pressure to then finish things off because the haircut has happened at an inconvenient time. Because you have to have your haircut. That's the problem. So if there's a time that, you know, if I go to a salon or a hairdressing salon, I don't even know if that's the right term for it, but yeah, if I book something in, then yeah, it means that it's going to work better with my schedule because I can book in, I guess, with multiple people. So yeah, I guess the next haircut might be a bit of a different one because I'll be trying to explain what I want or what I used to have, and whether that's still something that can be done with my hair and the way that it is at the moment, because I know that it's been cut differently, and I know for a fact that there are parts of my hair that are different lengths that it used to be, that some bits have been cut very short and some bits are now very long where they used to be short. So yeah, we'll have to see it, because I think with the bits that have been cut really short, I have to wait for those to grow back. So yeah, we will see. I guess talking to a professional who has done lots of different styles and stuff, they'll be able to say, right, this is where your hair is at the moment, and in order to get to this place, this is what we'll have to do. And yeah, I'm sure they'll know what they're doing. So yeah, next haircut could be interesting, because I could look totally different. And I think this is maybe what happened the last time that I had to change hairdresser. Is I think every hairdresser potentially has got their own style and way of doing things. So yeah, I can show a picture and say, right, this is what I want, and we will see. So anyway, yeah, there you go. There's a hair update for tonight. And just quickly over on PayPal, Lisa's donated £14.98. Thank you for that, Lisa. And this is Lisa A now. And the message is, hi, Phil. Happy birthday a few days early. Put this towards something you want. I hope you have a great year. A good, honest guy like you deserves it. Love, Lisa. So thank you for that. Right, we are going to be jumping into tonight's cover video. I can see that Don't Slow Down, I think, had the majority of the vote. It was 55%. So finally we're going to be listening to my version of the Mr. Classic, Don't Slow Down. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and by the way, if we can get a humongous spike of the likes, that would be good. We're looking for 74 more people to hit the thumbs up. That's a lot of people to join in before the end of the live stream, but we will see. I guess if we don't hit the target tonight, then we can reduce it next Tuesday, just to keep the Phil Jams going. But we will jump into this now. I hope you guys enjoy it. And we have Picture Corner, which I must remember because I forgot that in the last live stream, and Troll Corner. So we've got a couple of corners coming up. Right, I hope you enjoy this, my version of Don't Slow Down, and I'll see you after. Rock! And there we have it. That was my version of Don't Slow Down. I hope you guys enjoyed that one. And thank you for requesting that over on Patreon as one of the 2 to be heard tonight. So, right. We are at 470 likes so far. That means we're looking for another, 45 more likes before the end of the live stream. And the end is nigh. the end is close. We've got maybe 10 minutes. That's going to be quite a big spike of the likes before the end of the live stream. But if you haven't hit that thumbs up yet, be very much appreciated if you could do that. And if we do hit the target, against all odds, we will bust out the guitar, have a jam, and see what happens. So, that means we're now looking for, 50. Is it 50 more people? 40 more people. So, yeah, the maths has been a little bit hit and miss for tonight. Which means, right, we are going to be getting into... we've got Troll Corner, we've got Picture Corner. We'll jump into Picture Corner and see what's going on in there tonight. So, the first picture, I don't know where this is going to show up on screen. Let me see. And it's over to the left-hand side for some reason. It always seems to be totally random as to where it is. So, anyway... let me grab this and try and get it in the middle. That's a little bit better. So, yeah, this was a picture that I should have shown last week, but then I forgot to do it. So, apologies for that, Bob. So, this is Bob, and it was, the message was, it's Autism Acceptance Week at the school where I work. So this was for last week. And it says, it was wear something you are passionate about. It was wear something you are passionate about day. Naturally, I chose Wings of Pegasus. So thank you for that, Bob. And this was not from the last live stream. This one is bang up to date now. So this is Dina, who said tea time with my spin on chocolate orange, but in a 4-layer orange cake with chocolate frosting and garnished with mandarins. So thank you for that. And we have a show, or we had a show here called The Vicar of Dibley, and it was a comedy show that had somebody called Dawn French in it. And there was Dawn French and Jennifer Saunders. Jennifer Saunders was in Absolutely Fabulous, and that was another comedy thing with Joanna Lumley. But anyway, in The Vicar of Dibley, there's always a woman who baked these cakes. Well, I say these cakes, not this cake, because this is a proper chocolate cake. But it would be a cake like this, and it would look amazing, and everyone would kind of get a slice and dive into it. And just before they're about to eat it, she'll say something like, "Oh, this is my chocolate orange cake with a filling of Marmite and haddock." And it was just ridiculous ingredients that she would put in her food. So of course everyone taking their bite of the cake, not really realising that it's fish and Marmite that she's put in it. So anyway, that's the comedy show from many years ago, but this is not that. But anyway, we can see the Wings of Pegasus mugs there. So thank you for that, Dina, and thank you, Laura, for sending me those pictures. And I'm gonna have to, I was just seeing for where my mug is so I can give a plug of the mug. Right, let's get rid of this so you can actually see that I'm holding it up. And if you want to get your hands on any of the merchandise, there's a tray underneath this video. If there's not a tray underneath this video, there's a link in the description below that will take you through to the spring.com store. So you can get yourself a hoodie or a mug or tumblers and caps and all that kind of stuff. So, I haven't mentioned the merchandise in a long time, but it is there. So, right, that was Picture Corner. Now, there's been another donation in the PayPal window, so thank you for this, Deborah. And it's an £8 donation. The message is, my birthday wish for you is a completely healed arm. Have a good one. So thank you for that. And yes, that's my birthday wish from me too. But yeah, I'm going to be doing this 16-week thing. So hopefully, fingers crossed, in maybe 3 or 4 months, I might be okay with it. But I think it has healed, quite a lot. But I've just got to get that level of pain in exactly the right place so that it spurs it on to heal itself a little bit more. So, right, thank you for that. And we've had another couple of donations in the super chat window. We've had Kyrie Lason, who's donated $2. Thank you for that. The message is, I am a fan. Awesome. Thanks, Phil. So that's for the Mr. Tune. And Maltesers donated $9.99. Thank you for that. And the message is, Phil, please bring a pic of your hair from That's Metal to the hair salon to replicate it. We all have hair envy for that look. So thank you for that. And yeah, I mean, that was many, many years ago, but that was when I was using, and I've mentioned this lots of times before, there's a particular shampoo that then got discontinued, and it was called Thicker Fuller Hair. And it did exactly what it said on the tin. It made your hair thicker and fuller. So yeah, I would have been using that back then, but then it got discontinued, and no shampoo I've ever then tried afterwards has had the same effect. So yeah, and there must have been a reason that it got discontinued, because technically it didn't get discontinued. They changed the formula for it, and then it didn't work anymore. And I know that loads of other people used it, because when it was stopped and then changed, there were loads of comments on Amazon and on different sites saying this was the best shampoo ever, and now they've changed it and it doesn't work anymore, which is what I experienced. But I think, well, I wonder, then there must have been an ingredient that was in the, I don't know, that was in the formula that was maybe unethical or something. I don't know what the ingredients were, but there had to have been something. When it works so well, there's got to be a reason why they changed the formula, unless they just changed the formula like idiots, and then then it just was like every other normal shampoo. Even though it says thicker and fuller, it didn't do anything. And because I tried obviously the new formula, and it's night and day. So yeah, totally different. So anyway, I'm not sure. I think I'd need to go back to the very particular shampoo that I was using back in those days for its kind of magic formula that it had. But yeah, the hairdresser will just have to do what they can do with the hair as it is at the moment. So, yes. Oh, Susie Q says there are lots of products to increase volume / puffiness. I avoid them. Ask your new hairdresser. So yeah, I know there are loads of products, because of course once the thicker fuller hair stuff stopped, I tried everything else and nothing was quite the same. I mean, there might be something that you think, oh well, maybe it looks a bit fuller, but it is never as dramatic where you think, right, oh, now I could feel that the hair is frizzier and fluffier and just so much more kind of body to it. So yeah, that was the only shampoo that I've had, and I've tried loads of shampoos after that, as you can probably imagine, because it was all of a sudden I thought, oh yeah, my hair now looks totally different when I'm not using that shampoo. So anyway, we'll see what happens. But I still actually find that my hair can be random, that sometimes it's got more volume than other times, and I think it's a lot to do with outside temperature and frizz and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, it does seem to be random sometimes, but certainly it is a lot more consistently thicker and fuller with a thicker and fuller shampoo. Anyway, thank you for that, Deborah. And Evelyn has donated £30 as well over on PayPal, so thank you for that. And Orlando snuck in there between the donations and donated £75. Thank you for that, Orlando, over on PayPal. The message is, I am sorry, I am late. Happy birthday, Phil. I hope you had a great day. Rock. So thank you for that. And, Tortora Porco has donated $2.79. So thank you for that. And Tortora Porco says, have a happy tree ring day. So thank you for that. And Kiri Eleison says, ball caps ruin your hair. So, I mean, I've worn caps since the age of probably 9. consistently. So, I mean, if it did ruin your hair, my hair would have been ruined from that age throughout my teenage years, throughout my 20s, throughout my 30s, and now into my 40s. So it would have been wrecked way before this. Because, yeah, especially kind of throughout my 20s, just putting on, I mean, even now, just putting on a cap, it is a lot easier than, yeah, having to kind of wash your hair and try and make sure it kind of looks all right before going out. Just put a cap on, put it in a ponytail, Bob's your auntie. And, yeah, I don't think it has any effect. Haven't noticed anything over the years. So, anyway... Vince has donated $5. Thank you for that, Vince. The message is, Phil, do you have Aussie 24-hour volume mousse in the UK? It really fills out the hair. So I've seen and I've used Aussie like conditioner and shampoo before in the past. I don't know about volume mousse. Maybe it's something I can try. Who knows? But I think the problem is that you spend so much money on things that then you use it once and then it doesn't really do much. And I guess it's different for different people. But yeah, if it doesn't really do much, then you've got this, you know, like shampoo or mousse that you don't use. And then do you just chuck it in the bin? I mean, what do you do with it? So, yeah. Anyway, thank you for that, Vince. Right. We have to get... Oh, it's 17 minutes past midnight. We haven't done Troll Corner. And we're within 5 of a Phil Jam. How long's the Phil Jam? It's 5 minutes, so it means that we are going to be running over. Technically, we haven't hit the target, and it would have to be a very quick spike of the likes to do that. Right, if we get a spike of the likes now, if we get 4 more likes, we'll have the Phil Jam, and we'll do the Troll Corner on Friday night. Remember, it's Friday night, not Saturday night. So we'll do it on Friday night. If we get 3 more people, it might happen, and I might start... thinking, because I know that I'm about 30 seconds behind, and there we go, it's gone to 519. So I'm going to turn on that. I'm going to grab this. Oh, it's not even plugged in, so I'm grabbing the wrong one. So it's the gem for tonight that we are going to be using. Right. Oh, that's on. Click on this. Levels, I don't know what it's going to sound like. This is very much a rushed Phil Jam. Oh. Oh, I didn't hear anything there. Did that start? This is fast, heavy and aggressive guitar backing track in D minor from Darren's Music Studio on YouTube. Can't hear anything, but... Okay, I can hear something. And I'm already zoomed out, so I don't have to do that. People say backing track levels fine, and then backing track too loud. So yeah, I'm just gonna go on. that is it. 1 second to go until an advert came in. So, that was it. The Phil Jam for tonight. Fast, heavy, and aggressive. Guitar backing track in D minor. And that's from Darren's Music Studio on YouTube. So, yeah, thank you, Joe, for sending that to me. And we hit the target tonight. So thank you guys for hitting the thumbs up, getting us to that Phil Jam for tonight. We are going to be rolling over Troll Corner for Friday night. That's going to be the next live stream, so look out for that. 11 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time on Friday. No live stream on Saturday. So all that's left for me to say is try to stay as safe and as sane as possible in this crazy world in which we live. Have a fantastic rest of your week. Hopefully you can make it on Friday night, and I'll see you guys there, and I'll see you at tomorrow night's video, and yeah, then a video on Sunday as always, but no live stream on Saturday. So yes, I will catch you guys at the next one. Rock!